All right, so we're still in the kitchen, and I wanted to throw one more treat for you to be able to make, whether it's holidays or parties, whatever, or just to have on hand, because this is super easy and it's delicious and satisfying. You can add peppermint, which is what we're going to add today. You can add cinnamon or your cassia, perhaps the wild orange to this. You name it, whatever flavor you want to make, you can make. All right, so what do we have? We have dark chocolate, and we have melted that, and it's just the baker's chocolate, 100% cacao. We've melted that, and we added Swerve.
The same thing you buy in the baking aisle.
Right, and we have added the Swerve because that's our sugar replacement, and we added just about a quarter of a cup to a whole package of that chocolate, and I think that's good. Helena thinks it's good. We didn't want it too sweet to be overbearing, but you know, you could add to your taste. And we're gonna add the peppermint, like I said. So I'm gonna just put, I think maybe I'm gonna do 2 drops.
Now, if you just broke off and only did this portion of the recipe, you could take this chocolate, pour it out on a dish, let it cool, break it into bark. You can even top it with some shredded coconut or some shredded nuts and things like that. But we're gonna take it one step further, and ooh, I could smell that peppermint.
Yeah. All right, so what I have here is coconut oil, and we've melted it down to room temperature so that it's liquidy. And I'm going to add non-coated sugar, non-sugared. It's actually from Publix, unsweetened, gluten-free. And I did about a cup of coconut oil, and I'm going to do about a cup of the coconut flakes. Mix that up.
Did we want to add Swerve to that?
You don't have to, because you've got it there, and you don't want this over sweet. So
Well, that and the peppermint's got that sweetness.
right. And the reason you liquefy it is so that the coconut flakes will incorporate good and
Back
thoroughly.
to, you don't have to be precise.
Right. No, sorry. I am not precise. And then what we're going to do with this is we have some cute little cups. You can use a Pyrex dish, baking dish. You can use really anything you want, even those dishes that we made with the pumpkin pie. But we're going to use these. And what we're going to do is just layer the coconut oil and the coconut in that dish. Okay? And then pop it in the refrigerator, because you want this to set up and get hard. So you're going to pop it in 10, 20 minutes, let it get hard, and then we're going to add the chocolate on top because it's liquefied as well, and then pop that back in the refrigerator. You could also add almonds to it. You could add pecans, maybe that you've toasted on the stove, you name it. The reason I said orange is because a lot of people like the chocolate and orange. That's really good. So you just figure out what combinations you and your family like and have fun, because that's what it's about.
And this is going to be really, really good if you are looking at that New Year's detox that we are seeing and starting a new healthy lifestyle. These are going to be really great recipes for you, because let's face it, bread is delicious, dairy is delicious, and so is sugar. So to have something that's a better alternative to satisfy, I made a similar recipe right before Halloween, so I wasn't tempted to reach into the kids' bags because I had a healthier version.
And she saved me some, and it's delicious.
It's very similar. I just, instead of doing coconut, I added some almond butter to my chocolate and froze it in these same containers. So as we are getting these set up to pour our chocolate on top of and make our own homemade candy bar, I want to show you a little recipe for a cheesecake mousse that I made. So you're going to see in the comments or the links a peppermint cheesecake mousse of sorts. So I made this last night, and it is a chocolate cheesecake mousse. So I took that similar recipe and I just subbed the peppermint for some 100% cocoa powder. And it is just heavy whipping cream with some of that Swerve, some vanilla extract, and some salt, because you want a little bit of salt to bring out all of those flavors. Even though it's more of a savory spice, you want that to bring out the sweetness and the different flavors. I threw that in a mixing bowl. As that started to whip up, I threw in some cream cheese, let that keep going until I had this amazing mousse. So this is something that you want ice cream, you want chocolate, you want creaminess. It's very satisfying. It's very, very filling. A little bit goes a very, very long way. As you can see, it only made this teeny tiny container. And I made myself a little bowl last night, and if I ate a quarter cup, I would be shocked because I was full and satisfied, and my kids were sitting next to me eating candy. So
And I know we keep talking about satisfied, but you know, we want to be satisfied with what we're eating. We don't want to be hungry and starving. So and that's why we've done some of the changes we have, and we love it. So we hope you love it too.
All right, so our candy molds have set, and as you can see, they are completely firm and they'll pop completely out.
Yes.
So we are going to put them back down and top them with our peppermint chocolate that's lightly sweetened with Swerve. And of course, you don't have to use Swerve. You can use whatever,
I've used honey, I've used sugar,
maple syrup.
yeah, you name it, whatever you like. Try different ones and see what you like best. And then let us know, because hey, we're willing to learn too. So we're gonna pop this back in the fridge to let this chocolate set up too. Oh, and look at Helena with her handy baking skills.
If you don't know already, but I used to be a cake decorator, so that's why you see everything that we're using are little cake spatulas.
Which I've come to really like. I'm glad I got this opportunity to cook with her. I've learned a lot.
And if anybody's wondering about these molds, I love them. I use them in my kids' lunch to help separate the fruits and the vegetables and the dips. Amazon. I think we had a really great deal. We got like 24 or 36 molds.
And I like them because then you don't have to have the cupcake pans around, and which, you know, they never fit together, so you got to have like tons of room to store them. These you just pile on top of each other. They fit together good, and you can put them in any pan.
They clean up really nicely.
Yeah, so love these. All right, this is
Not so much for
almost-
baking, but for things like this, cleanup is a breeze.
Yeah. And you can just do as much chocolate as you want. You know, if you want to make it thicker, use a little less, make it thinner. And like we said, whatever flavor. Try some wild orange. Ooh, I bet tangerine would be good. And have fun and enjoy.
So check that out. Doesn't that look really, really good?
Delicious.
So thank you so much for being a part of this Wellness Wednesday. We are going to swing back by and show you a quick picture at the end of this video of what they turn out to look like. We'll see you next time.
But we're gonna lick the pan first.
That too.